Well, maybe Tesehki anorexic, because she sure as hell ain't eat that day.
Let's talk about it.
I want people to have fun. Let's kick back. Let's get into a little tea. Let's not get too crazy, but let's enjoy the sip.
Clock that tea.
But let's get to the chi-chi, the kiki, the internet bull.
When you mention them kids, you finna get that ass beat.
Akbar, where your kids at? They still separated all over town? What happened?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Tesehki, I thought y'all made up. What, like, Tesehki, you get on my nerves. Go sit down. Go sit down.
You know what I mean? So I don't look down on them because I'm a celebrity. These are still women.
Okay. Ak Burger. Candy cousin. Candy is a celebrity. Akbar, you was on a couple of seasons of Love and Hip Hop.
Ready? Yep, I like this playing with the hair looking back.
It's giving real catalog. It's giving real Sears, real JCPenney, real call this number at 2 a.m. in the morning, real housewife, real moo. It's giving Big Mama your arm.
Fitness, sobriety, and the Bible. That's all I'm striving for.
But some old hair.
Girl, bye. Tokyo Tony's daughter, you supposedly changed, but yeah, you want to love hip hop. Girl, bye. Your boyfriend cute in an ugly type of way. He cute. He got a big ass nose. No colorism. Because y'all know how y'all be doing. Not y'all, but y'all.
On these amazing ways with you looking amazing on our husband wife stuff.
Is he gay? No shade. He giving me real Atlanta. What's the gospel nigga that be singing? You with me? Oh yeah. Church ain't going nowhere. JP, are you with me? Whatever his name is, his son. Don't he look like him?
But every day we're monitoring her closely and things are getting better. But
it's giving Coach D. Yeah. Diana, what you doing out there loving hip hop Miami, girl? What happened to Bring It? I thought you brought that shit back.
Are you Dr. Mc... No, this is not Dr. McDad. This is Dr. Chad. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. He had to go up to Virginia.
He's cute, but gay. TJ would be interested in him. Oh. Well, yes. That's not a shocker.
I feel like there's been a lot of focus on me, and we haven't talked about Jesse's man.
Oh,
is this your future husband?
Oh, Stacey, you're messy.
Who is he?
Don't cry, Camila. Don't cry. Don't cry.
Mila, come on.
Bitch, why you crying? Ain't you a bad girl? Ain't you a baddie? You want to cry in this house, but you want to be online yapping it at my violin.
I don't even want to be on camera.
He either smells like bologna or Old Spice. I just know it. But he is so sexy. I would have to swallow him up.
But I don't want to make it about money or anything because I'm not rich. They are.
Right. Camilla said, I only cash one Zeus check. I love my man because he do me messy. I like the way you are. 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 Excuse me. Because I spied with my little queer eye. Who is that right there? Who is that right there next to the Zeus logo? Who is that right there next to the Zeus logo with the skinny ass braids? Who that? Who that? I would like to know it. I would like to know who he is. Girl, what is going on, y'all? It's Santana, aka Chi, and we are back for another Baddies Midwest tea video. Girl, what's going on? What's going on? So let me then decided to go ahead and leak. I don't know why I just had a brain fart, child. Mercury retrograde. Let me decided to go ahead and leak the fight because, like I told y'all during my review, I told y'all that there was another camera angle, and I felt like the original camera angle that they released was to protect Tesehki. Because, I mean, it's been very evident, it's been very clear throughout the episodes that they are trying to protect the OGs. For whatever reason, they're trying to protect the OGs. And I don't know if it's because they done invested so much money into them already. And I truly don't know. Maybe that needs to be a video on its own. But they're trying to protect the OGs. It's very evident from security holding back all the new girls while the OGs fight them. It's very evident from, you know, the camera angles. And I told y'all, I felt like something with Bad Dolly versus Tesehki was it was giving Emma versus Scotty in a way that they clearly had that footage for Emma versus Scotty, but yet we saw a different angle. And we was looking at the ceiling. And I kind of feel like it's the same thing with this situation. Well, I mean, now we know, confirmed that it was the same thing with this situation. And I still have some reservations about this leaked footage that now has come out, this new camera angle, because it's choppy. And you'll see what I mean by that once we get into that. Now, I want y'all to go ahead and like this video so we can get into it.
Nothing for free. I cuss a lot. Bitch, I'm a queen. Not like the thoughts. If you wanna be together, you gotta send that check down. You wanna be forever, you gotta send that check down. Gotta send a check on me. Gotta send the rest on me. Hey, hey. Gotta move successfully. If you want the best of me. Hey, hey. Gotta send a check on me. Gotta send the rest on me. Hey, hey. Gotta move successfully. If you want the best of me. Hey, hey. I like the...
Okay, before we go ahead and get into it, just letting y'all know, I posted a tea time and I want all of y'all to go watch it. Tea times are hilarious. I used to clearly be known as a storyteller, and tea times is something that I would do where I would let you guys write in stories from your life and I would give commentary. This channel is all about stories. It's all about commentary. So if I'm not doing commentary like reviews, then we're doing story times. Whether it's my personal story times, it's tea times, which is story times that y'all write in, TikTok stories, Twitter stories, Reddit stories, whatever it may be. But this case happens to be a story that one of y'all subscribers wrote in. I'm giving my commentary to it. It's hilarious. Spend a lot of time on it. So please go ahead and watch that. And if you want to submit for a story time, okay, if you want to have your story be heard, send to skyteatimes@gmail.com. Literally skyteatimes@gmail.com. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this situation. So shout out to Dante for tagging me in this, because you know on Instagram you can't go back and forth. But I'm gonna let the footage play a couple of times. And BriaZeusNetwork.com, not today. Not today, girl. Not today. Because as many flags as I've been getting on Twitter, not today, girl. Not today. Okay? Because it ain't no problem when the neighborhood talk, who clearly Zeus is on their payroll. So okay? It ain't no problem when they post. Okay? I don't know what to say, y'all. I don't know what to say. Show is it's just becoming ass at this point, man. You know, and it's like you hate to get up here. I mean, I'm gonna still talk and say what I want, but it's just like, for me personally, the experience is just being tainted. It's just being tainted so bad, like so bad. Because if you had this camera angle to begin with, why not show it? And then it's like, it's crazy how you're releasing this camera angle of this fight, but we still ain't got that Emma versus Scotty angle. Let's go ahead and leak that. Go ahead, let me leak that. Okay, because we really wanted to see that. Okay, but then we see this footage, and even though it's made even more clear that Dolly was getting hits in on Tesehki. So, you know, I was right in my assessment of the fight where I said I felt like it was a tie. Okay, Tesehki met her match because she was walking around the rest of the episode looking like Aaliyah. Okay, she switched her bang or switched her side part, and it was like this because you went from a deep side part to it being like this the rest of the goddamn episode. So yeah, clearly there was some sort of damage done. But here's my issue. And like, this is a Zeus issue. This is a production issue. This is a Lemmy issue. It's the protection of the girls. It's becoming too obvious, the whole scripting and staging of it all. Because by now, everybody has known that Ahna and Dolly set up this fight. And Tesehki was kept in the dark. And I already said in my review that I feel like Ahna purposely didn't tell Tesehki. And Tesehki, of course, is going to be like, oh, well, it wasn't enough time. Bitch, it's enough time to tell Tesehki because we all know what the hell Tesehki gonna do. She gonna clock in for Ahna. If she don't clock in for nobody else, hell, we barely see her clock in for herself unless it's time for reunion. Okay, and it's time to bribe the producers for a bigger bag. We'll get to that. We'll get to that though. Okay, but we barely see her clock in for anything else other than Ahna. And then now look what happened. And then even when we get the footage, it's like, why are they chopped and screwed like this? I know how to press pause. I know how to press play. I don't need you to, because I went through the comments and some people was like, oh, well, it's chopped like that to show the hits that Tesehki. No, don't do nothing to the fucking footage. That was the problem in the first place. Don't do nothing to the motherfucking footage. Show the entire thing. So now it's like, we got to go ahead and slow it down. And I feel like they chopped it up to, again, still protect Tesehki. Like, this is why when I speak the first time, this is why, like, I just wish people would listen to me. Like, because I know my shit. And I know when something doesn't feel right, that something's not right. And even with this footage being leaked, it still does not feel right. It feels like here, let's get it to the fans to satisfy them. Let's try to distract from the fact of like Tifa saying that the show is scripted and the whole drama with Lemmy. And let's distract from that by leaking the fight. Or even Lemmy could have leaked the fight. I mean, which I don't feel like. But just throwing out an idea, he could have leaked the fight just to be like, petty towards Tesehki, like to show like, okay, she's not that she's not an eater, but like that the girl was keeping up with her and it wasn't just like, oh, she just KO'd that girl, even though we already knew that from watching the episode. Like, I don't know, like it could have been a clap back at Tesehki because Tesehki has been running off at the mouth online and low-key shading Lemmy. I don't know, child, but either way, I don't like the way they chopped and screwed. Like I said it the first time, this was the angle. Why are we just now getting this when this was the fucking angle from the beginning? She punched her, and even though Dolly had that liquor in her eyes, she was punching back. And contrary to popular belief, because I thought that it was liquor in Tesehki's eyes, several people have said no, it wasn't liquor, it was juice that Dolly threw. So but see, I don't like this. Because notice how, and I guess another excuse would be, oh, the Shade Room edited out the hits connecting to the face because it's Instagram and we don't want to. I'm going to see if I can find this footage anywhere else. Hopefully I can find it somewhere else. And this is just the Neighborhood Talk editing it because of violence on social media. But I mean, like, whether the hit connects to the face or not, we still see the actor swinging. So it's still violent. So I don't. Because, like, if the whole like, we're talking about the hits. Like, if we're not going to show the hits, then what are we really sitting here talking about? So let me see if I can find more of the fight. Because I don't want the Neighborhood Talk angle. I don't want the payola angle. Because that's Neighborhood Talk is definitely on Zeus's payroll. If y'all can't tell. Dolly low-key knocks Tesehki back hard as fuck him. I need an angle that's not the Neighborhood Talk. Yeah, I'm sorry. Dolly right hook knocked Tesehki ass back like crazy. Well,
And see,
Dolly
and I
fans,
was just
unless you're Helen Keller, Tesehki whooped Dolly in 1.2 seconds with alcohol in our eyes. And please keep the excuses. This is another reason why I'm over this shit, because it's just like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? It's okay to say that it was a tie. It's okay to say that they both. I think, like, part of it too, like, it's just so many things. And like, I try to be open and talk to y'all through the process as a content creator. But like, aside from that, it's like, sometimes when you do shows, because I noticed that it happens a lot with like YouTubers and like Housewives or like Love and Marriage Huntsville. Sometimes the fandoms can like ruin it a little, because it's just like, you say that Tesehki lost, nothing but comments about how Tesehki won and shut the fuck up and you with Tesehki. Hey, girl, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. And it's okay to say that Tesehki met her match. And now that we got this other angle, what are we talking about? Dolly held her own, but Tesehki won. No, that's not what happened. It's okay to say that it was a tie. It was a tie. It was a tie. There's nothing to win, especially with the way that the fight was set up. And then look at how Tesehki rushed off. Okay, Tesehki, like, look at her. Why was her eye covered? Why was her eye covered? Why was her eye covered? Okay. And then, of course, people going to bring up, you know, what she did to Dolly. I think we all can agree that Dolly, well, I mean, listen, I wasn't paying that close attention to the episode to notice damage like that. Okay. So I'm not going to say we can all agree, but I mean, we can all agree that when you fight Tesehki, you're walking away with something, I guess. And then at some point, Tesehki said that she pushed back Dolly. I love Ahna, and I honestly think she didn't get a chance to tell me because everything happened so fast. I only pushed her because when I was trying to get between them, she pushed my hand down, then I pushed. Go watch and pay attention. I can't make this up. Y'all just don't like me, and that's okay. Like, please get your facts straight first. That's not why they fought. 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 Like, I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this shit. I'm just being honest. Like, because it's the same shit over and over and over, and like nothing is changing, nothing is evolving. And then it's gaslighting from them, it's gaslighting from fans, gaslighting in comments. Like, it's just, granted, Dolly pushed her hand like that, but that's because Tesehki stepped up in front of Ahna. Regardless, Tesehki, you got involved in something that had nothing to do with you. Miss me with the, oh, I ride for my friends. That this is not real life. This is the show. Tesehki needed to mind her business. She needed to mind her business. But then it's like, again, what are we even discussing when all of this was fake? And the only real reaction was Tesehki's reaction. But regardless, Tesehki, you stepped up and then you had your hand close to her and she pushed it away because, bitch, you're like this. You're this close to her. You're this close to touching her. Back up. Why are you all in my personal space, Tesehki, when I wasn't talking to you? So I'm not mad that Dolly pushed her hand away, but that is not the reason why Tesehki then pushed her. That is not the reason. Tesehki was going to push her regardless. And Tesehki can't even make up her mind on what she was going to do because depending on which blog post you look at on which day, it's a different answer. Because I was going to save it for separate videos, but I don't even think I care enough to come back and talk about that in a separate video. So I guess we could talk about it now.
When I pushed her, a little loud with the Dolly girl. She's talking about that the beef started when I pushed her. No, the beef started when you fake pushed Ahna. Let's talk about it. Come on, let's talk about it. I didn't even.
So what are we talking about? What are we talking about, Tesehki? Because I'm not even going to go back. What are we talking about? Because you just said in a post that it started when she when you held the hand up. But now it started when she pushed Ahna. So that happened. Her pushing Ahna happened before you put your hand up. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? And like, this is what I'm talking about. This is what, because I just got, because this is what the fuck I'm talking about. This is what the fuck I'm talking about, and why it's starting to not get fun to review this fucking show and to do these videos, because it's Tesehki. It's not even Tesehki. It's the girls, it's production, it's security, it's the dumbass fans, because people will see all of this shit and still be like, oh no, but shut the fuck up. Like, literally, it makes no fucking sense. And you're not going to gaslight me. You're not going to piss on me and tell me that it's raining when the sky is literally fucking, I mean, you're not going to piss on me and tell me that it's raining when you're clearly pissing on me, or whatever the fucking term is, child. My head is fucked up right now, because now y'all got me fucked up. Okay, not y'all, but social media. Okay, because the gaslighting I cannot take. If the sky is blue, please don't tell me that it's purple. Okay. Please don't piss on my leg and tell me that it's raining. That's what I was trying to say. Okay? Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? It's okay for Tesehki to lose sometimes. It's okay for somebody to be able to beat Tesehki's ass. Okay? Whether or not Dolly did that, it was a tie. But like, Tesehki is not making herself look any better. And it's not that everybody hates Tesehki. Everybody was team. First of all, I gave you the timeline. I'm gonna give it to you again. Nobody was really a fan of Tesehki until Janet and Marsh, because she came into the Baddies West auditions abrasive as fuck. Okay, abrasive as fuck. She came in very hard, very aggressive, very aggressive. And then she came into the show very aggressively, coming after Natalie. And then it wasn't until people started feeling bad and we saw the way that Krishan was treating her, and then the whole Janet and Marsh situation, and then her getting jumped, that we was like, oh, okay, we feel bad for Tesehki. And then the way that she had beat them up, then we became Team Tesehki. Then we got to know her. Then we discovered her music and da-da-da-da-da. But we was not checking for her like that before Baddies. We wasn't. We was like, get her sister up out of here. And all of y'all that was on Krishan's dick, that's what y'all cared about. If anything, y'all was like, fuck Tesehki. We already got a Malone sister. That's the one we care about. We care about Krishan. We don't care about her sister. So, Tesehki, people started off not liking you because of the way that you came in, but then you earned everybody's respect once the whole Janet and Marsh situation happened. And then it sort of flipped, because people was Team Krishan. And then when they saw how you got treated by Krishan, then people became Team Tesehki. Okay, and then everything was Tesehki eats, Tesehki eats, Tesehki eats. Okay, then the whole ET situation, that entire fucking season, people were like, "Oh, why she not going after ET?" Like, matter of fact, I remember we were still calling you weird, because we're like, "Why you not going after ET? Why you not going after ET?" And Tesehki and says she didn't have a problem with ET. Okay, but then I guess she had saw like an interview or something like that where ET called her trash shiki or whatever. But that was more so ET saying, "This is how I was coming into the situation. I was expecting to fight her because me and her sister had beef. I didn't know what was up, but she told me we were good. We had a conversation. We were good, right?" But Tesehki took that, ran with it, turned it into something else to have an excuse to fight this girl at the goddamn reunion. Then, of course, she got paid more. We all look forward to the goddamn fight. We all look forward to them fighting. Boom. Comes back next season. What? Baddies Caribbean does absolutely nothing. In between Baddies Caribbean filming, they did the Bad versus Wow in Las Vegas. We was all excited to see all of the baddies go up against all of these other shows. Excited for them in general. But then Tesehki showed her ass in Las Vegas on that stage. She was just yelling and yelling and yelling. And I remember I did a video. I was sitting there trying to defend her, because I was like, if I get why Tesehki was mad, because I would be, fighting for my man too. You too close to my man. You too close to my man. Tesehki insecure. Tesehki insecure. Da, 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 da. People didn't care then. People did not care then. People were dragging her then up. Da, 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 da. Okay. I'm still defending her. We get the Baddies Caribbean. Now they done casted Jelly Bean. That's like her one and only fight on that show. And then she don't even really fight her. Mariah does. Okay. And then we get to the house. Jelly Bean comes into the house, and then she fights her for like 2 seconds, but that's it. But yeah, we still calling her eater because of what she did on Baddies East. Okay, cool. So then what happens after that? She's passive aggressive towards Dom and the Body. Dom and the Body literally said it in multiple like YouTube story times and interviews or whatever. She's just like, listen, I like Tesehki, but Tesehki does this weird thing around me where she's nice nasty, where it's like she'll act like she likes me, but then she'll do something like extremely weird where she'll call me like a troll. She'll call me this, that, and the third. Mind you, all of which could have been true, but don't sit there and smile and be all up in the girl's face. He can, and then you talking shit behind her back. But of course, everybody want to act like they don't see that online. So it looks like Dom and the Body is coming for her out of nowhere. So when Dom and the Body has had enough and said, listen, I'm preparing my reunion hit list, and Tesehki, you can be on it because I keep mentioning that you are being nice, nasty towards me, and you're not checking that behavior. I can check you. Clearly, Dom got checked, but that's not the point. That's not the point. But speaking of check, what did Tesehki do? She threatened to not go to the reunion once again, just so she could get a bag. Get a bigger bag, get a bigger check. Then she shows up. That's the other expected fight that we are happy to see or waiting to see, whatever. It's just, at this point, and then this season, she's weird. It's like even after she fought DTB on Caribbean, that whole rest of the reunion, she had got cocky. I don't know if she was alcoholed up, but she had got cocky. It was just too much. Then we get to the first episode of this season or whatever. As soon as the girls started meeting and they came together, was doing too much. Okay, the whole time Rolly and DTB was fighting, you could hear Tesehki in the background. Eat her, Rolly, eat her, Rolly. I literally had it in my intro. As part of my Patreon intro. And people were still in the comments denying what she was literally saying in the intro. And it's like you can literally hear and see Tesehki saying, eat her, Rolly, get her. And it's like, Tesehki, leave it alone. Aren't y'all cool now? And then immediately after they fought, she was right up in Diamond's face. So it's just like, Tesehki, no, you have to understand. People started out not liking you because of what we knew of you. And all we knew of you was that you tried to fight Krishan. And I'm going to use quotations because I never saw the season. But apparently that's what happened. You tried to fight Krishan on Crazy in Love while she was pregnant. That's all we knew of you. So it looked like you was coming into the show trying to take a spot, whatever. But then as the season went on, we started feeling bad for you and saw Krishan was an asshole. And then that's when fans got on your side. But ever since then, it's like you had moments where people was looking forward to championing you, like the reunion, okay, with E.T. But then after that, it's just we started noticing different patterns of yourself. Like you have patterns of behavior. So it's like, it's not that everybody hates you. It's just, or everybody has been hating you. It's just, there are a lot of people who wasn't a fan, became a fan, and then started noticing shit. And that's just where we at now. That's literally just where we at now. And all of this speaking out that she doing online, talking about the show, subbing Lemmy, talking about Ahna and them making it, like, none of it is making her look good. None of it. Because it just makes you look like, okay, now the next question is, okay, well, why is it only Ahna that you go up for? Why not ever Vicky? Why not ever Mariah? Okay, what is it about Ahna? And mind you, you and Ahna technically wasn't even supposed to be friends because of the allegiance with Krishan. Like, it's, you understand what I'm saying? And then, of course, there are people who don't like her and hate her only because of Krishan. And then, you know, the 2 episodes that we're not going to talk about. But let me go ahead and play this child.
A little live with the Dolly girl. She's talking about that the beef started when I pushed her. No, the beef started when you fake pushed Ahna. Let's talk about it. Come on, let's talk about it. I didn't find out that beef was fake until after. That's why Ahna was saying Tifa. Ahna wasn't saying Tifa because what? Ahna was saying Tifa because Ahna knew that she was gonna fake push her. I'm the one that didn't know. It's called scripted reality, ho. I'm the reality, and you hoes are scripted. Stop playing with me. Motherfuckers was scared they was gonna get sent home. So let's make up a plan. That's what the fuck was going on. And hey, Honcho right here didn't know. Crazy thing is, the only one that didn't know the fucking plan is me. Only one that didn't know the plan was me. That's why I was skating across that motherfucking parking lot, ho. No, I ain't never scripted, bitch. I'm reality. Them bitches is scripted. Them bitches script themselves because they be nervous. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Well, and I went very, like, I didn't even fight for real. I didn't even fight because I'm like, dang, I actually like this girl. What the fuck? That was my real fucking reaction. But for bitches to get up on the gram and say all this weird shit, like, come on now. It was never even no beef. But shit got hectic when motherfuckers start play fighting. Let's play fight first so we can stay on the show.
I didn't really want to fight this girl. I pushed her to break it up. All these lies.
A little
All
loud
these
with the Dolly
lies.
girl. Try. That motherfucking parking lot, ho. Fuck you.
Right. Right. Okay, so what next? What next? What's the Akbar thing? Oh, right here. Akbar came out and said, this is true. I was right there when it was put together, but Tesehki wasn't told from Ahna. So it was Tesehki instincts to slide either her friend, but it was scripted. Ahna and Dolly both agreed to argue. So then somebody says, so that's why Natalie was saying you weren't supposed to throw your drink. Why did you do that? Ahna kept repeating this wasn't supposed to happen. And in my head, I was like, yeah, it was. That's the point of the show. I felt that because you could see on Ahna's face she was not serious. That's why I truly believe it's best to just improvise because it looks so fake and forced when it's not. And then I don't like how Ahna's getting away with it, but y'all already know how I feel about Ahna. Okay. Then we had Lemmy versus Ahna. I mean Lemmy versus Tesehki.
You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. You about to...
I said that motherfucker, I was the reality in that situation. Meaning, old girl knew she wasn't serious, but I didn't know that. So I was being myself. What are you talking about? I never said, oh, let me script this stuff. I never said that. Y'all trying to fucking, did I say that earlier? Thank you. Thank you. They cut the lie to try to make it seem like, what the fuck? Them bitch trying to make it seem like I said, and I made it clear too, because somebody came on live and asked, hey, so you saying the script? I said, no. Bitches, which is the baddies, some of them be trying to come on there and fucking, it's called story produce. You get what I'm saying? That's what I was. I never said the network. So motherfuckers trying to twist my words up. Bitch, keep it cute. I never said that. I said what I said. But I just seen that because the nigga on my way to catch a flight right now. But when I seen that on my way out the door, my luggage is strange. But yeah, when I seen that on my way out the door, I'm like, what? One thing about me.
I mean, she didn't say that. So let me get upset for what? Because Lemmy came out and said nothing on Baddies is scripted. Can somebody please post a script online? I mean, she never said that. And I mean, what she said was very obvious. I mean, I don't have to repeat it. She literally just said it, but it was obvious. So I don't know why Lemon did that, but he posted that. And then Tesehki said, I never said it was scripted. I made it clear to not twist my words on my live and say I'm saying it's scripted. I said, some baddies be trying to script and I'm reality. And then bad bitch Lemmy says, I'm confused now. And this is how Tesehki was looking after. All I know is Dolly connected just as much as Tesehki connected. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Slow it down. Only connected 2 hits while Tag got 5+ and nothing was wrong with Test's face. Dolly did better than DTB, but she lost and left with knots and a fucked up eye. I mean, well, she did have the disadvantage. But okay, I don't care. I don't care. Okay, so what else happened? So after that, after all of that, then we have Summer. Summer decided to come out and voice her opinion. But before we get into that, go ahead and like the video.
And I'm a bad bitch on the side, huh? She a ride or die, huh? He gon' be surprised, yo. He done caught a prize, yo. He gon' pack a fire, and it's for a while. No need to lie when he cannot deny, huh? He gon' get the bag and flip it. I'ma get the fucking bag, then my ass gon' triple it. Yeah, hey, he gon' get the bag and flip it. I'ma get the fucking bag, then my ass gon' triple it. Daddy, let me bag that. 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 He gon' get the bag and flip it.
Okay? Because he gonna get the bag and flip it. But me? Oh, I'm gonna get the fucking bag and triple it. Okay? Fuck is you talking about? So after that, child, let me see. Did anything else come out? Because again, neighborhood talk on the payroll. At least somebody is. Someone decided to come out. And now this is about to be the new thing. I was going to do a video on it, but let's just put it all into this. Because I already know where this is heading. Like I said, Tesehki has a pattern. And so Summer is now speaking, and now everybody is basically feeling like, okay, well, Summer better watch out for Ivory and Tesehki double teaming on her at the reunion. So
how the Dolly threw liquor in your motherfucking eyes when in the scene it shows last night that Ahna is helping you put back on your lashes, bitch. Everybody know they got liquor in their face, eyes, or anything. Bitch, it really be burning. How much was it really burning, bitch, if you ready to put your lashes back on? Clock it. Tesehki, how the Dolly threw liquor in your motherfucking eyes when in the scene it shows last night that Ahna is helping you put back on your lashes, bitch. Everybody know they got liquor in their face, eyes, or anything. Bitch, it really be burning. How much was it really burning, bitch, if you ready to put your lashes back on? Clock it.
Lashes back
Tesehki, how the Dolly threw...
Why she pronounce it like that? Listen, I don't know how I feel, because on one hand, I've definitely said before, like when it comes to like Camilla, I don't like, it's different to talk about the show and then tweet about the show as a fan. It's different for that than somebody that's on the cast, because you're around these girls and they can more than likely take it personally because you're around these girls and you're a part of the cast. So I'm not saying that Tesehki doesn't have a right to be offended. I just feel like what she said isn't that bad for it to now be a problem and for them to now have beef and for this to be a fight that people looking forward to at the reunion. I don't feel like it's that deep. And again, maybe that might just be me phasing out of this show and like being over it. But I don't feel like, let me play it one more time. See if my mind changed.
Liquor in your motherfucking eyes when in the scene it shows last night that Ahna is helping you put back on your lashes, bitch. Everybody know they got liquor in their face, eyes, or anything. Bitch, it really be burning. How much was it really burning, bitch, if you ready to put your lashes back on? Clock it. Tesehki, how the...
I mean, she asking, listen,
Dolly threw liquor in...
when it comes to the host, everybody like, oh, bring Saucy back because he asking the questions that need to be asked. And this is a question that needs to be asked. I don't feel like they need to fight over it. I don't. I feel like this is a question that I would want Saucy Santana to ask as well. Let's clarify, y'all. Okay, who had liquor? Who had juice? Who had water? Like what? Because that matters. That matters. You see the way that everybody going in the comments like, oh, well, and if somebody threw liquor in your eye, we need to clarify then. Who had what? Who had liquor? Who had juice? Who had water? What's going on? Okay, and if Tesehki, if you did have liquor thrown in your eye, then yeah, how were you able to Like, and then that's when Tesehki can do what they always do. You know, the power of TV, the magic of editing. You know, you guys only see 42 minutes, and it's actually y'all know the bullshit that they always do. Okay, not just saying that, like that people in general on TV do. Okay, but that question needs to be asked because yes, it does look like, okay, what's going on? Because now I'm wondering, was it water thrown in that cup? Clearly, Tesehki was wet. No one's denying that, but because the fans are making such a big deal about, well, this person got thrown liquor on and then Tinker did. Okay, what all happened so we can understand this fight better? What happened? And I don't feel like she needs to be beat up for it. I don't. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think is about to happen in a second, but let's go through the comments. I don't care if it's water or a piece of eyelash. Anything in your eye is gonna sting. Let's be real. Not necessarily, because if it's water, it might not sting if you can open your eyes while you swim in water. For me, anything in my eye, because my eyes are sensitive and I wear contacts, right? Way past its expiration date a lot of times, but I wear contacts. You know what I mean? So like when I swim, I most definitely never been able to open my eyes in water because my eyes are sensitive. Okay, so it depends. Okay, it depends. And Bad Dolly was throwing them hands though. Some are too fragile to be talking like this. I mean, did she not throw liquor in her eyes? I love Tesehki, but Dolly was throwing her hands while her eyes was burning from the alcohol. Right, exactly. We know for a fact that it was liquor thrown on Dolly. We know that for a fact because Dolly has come out and confirmed that. And the fact that she was still keeping up with Tesehki, we're not going to overlook that. Summer, I'm gonna say this very nicely. This ain't what you want to do, love. Sit this one out. What's not what she want to do? Ask a question? Because I had to listen to it a couple of times. I'm like, okay, well, maybe somebody could be offended that she said bitch, but it's like we know how someone talks at this point. We know how we all talk at this point. Let's not, because that be one thing that females be doing that be pissing me off. Who you calling a bitch? Because y'all be picking and choosing when that word is acceptable. Relax. You know when somebody's calling you a bitch and when somebody's saying it out of affection. Relax. Like I don't feel like someone meant any harm. Now, she could have been coming for her. She could have been throwing shots at her. Maybe there's an extended version of this where she's actually going in on Tesehki. It could be, but judging from this, just this right here that I'm doing a video on, this right here, it sounds like she asking a genuine question. Tesehki, come here for a second. You talking about you was out there fighting and you had liquor thrown in your eye. Bitch, come again, bitch. Because how were you able to put on your lashes so motherfucking quick? Y'all sit up here and listen to me talk exactly like that every single day. I don't feel like that's threatening at all. Let me hear it one more time. On
the fucking eyes. When in the scene it shows last night that Ahna is helping you put back on your lashes, bitch. Everybody know they got liquor in their face, eyes, or anything. Bitch, it really be burning. How much was it really burning, bitch, if you ready to put your lashes back on? Clock it. Siki, how do...
And I guess that kind of goes with what the first girl was saying, with what she said. I don't care if it's water or a piece of eyelash. Anything in your eye is going to sting. That goes along with what she was saying. Anything like, so, but I told y'all, Tesehki is a Terminator. So I don't really... Okay, when Siki turn your summer into rain, don't say a word. Every time y'all say, here we go with the tagging. Every time y'all say at Tesehki, gonna meet her match one day, and that day never comes, and I love that for her. Summer gonna get tore up so bad at the reunion, the way she don't even care. Take the old girls out and keep the new girls. Liquor, juice, water, don't matter. Don't throw nothing at me. Damn sure not in my face. She literally pushed the fuck out of her. Well, she should have kept her hands to herself. She ain't no bully. She pushed her for no reason. It wasn't even about her, but she made it about her. Even Ahna told her to stop. Let's check and see if there's anything else. Because I feel like what's about to happen now is Tesehki about to do like she always does. She's gonna passively aggressively throw shots at Stunner girl, child, at Summer to provoke Summer, because Summer is easy to read. So obviously Summer's gonna keep going. Okay, you know that Summer has a mouth, so yeah, let me throw these little passive aggressive shots at Summer. Get her to keep talking and talking, so that way I have a reason, or at least the people feel like I have a reason to fight her. But in interviews and whatnot, I'm gonna say I like her. Oh, she's light work. I think she's cool. I don't know why she's talking, but I think she cool. But she light work. I would never. She cool. I would never. But you keep pushing her. So Summer says something that's too far gone, and then that was like I gotta fight her, and then it becomes I don't want to go to the reunion. Yeah, I'm not going. 200K for me to show up. Watch. Don't be surprised if that happens. It wouldn't be the first time. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Somebody said she said 10 different lies today. That's that shit Krishan be talking. Because let me tell you something that y'all do that gets on my nerves. And not y'all, but y'all, unless y'all applies to you. This thing that people do that really gets on my nerves, just because you found out that a person ain't shit today doesn't mean that you can retroactively go back in the past and use today's excuse for them not being shit to justify other things in the past. Like that's not how this works. Like, and that pisses me off because I see people do it all of the time. Tesehki, where she's at now, has grown into this person. She's not the same person as she was last year, let alone before she walked into the Baddies East reunion. Her bank account ain't the same. She don't look the same. She don't talk the same. She don't act the same. She's different. Naturally, she has grown, whether it's up or down, but she's a different person now. So you cannot just be like, oh, this is what Krishan was talking, because it's not. This is a different Tesehki than the Tesehki that Krishan experienced. Krishan hasn't even been in this bitch's life for the last year. Almost 2 years. Like, it's like she's a different person now. So you cannot use how Tesehki's acting now to retroactively go back and be like, see, this is what Krishan was talking. No. Now, granted, in some cases, yes, you can apply that if it's like shit that's ingrained in you, like, oh, you're a narcissist, or oh, you're known for lying, or oh, da 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 da. But sometimes I just be feeling like I'm talking to a wall. And I just be wondering, does anybody understand what I'm trying to say? She trying to keep her job, but I would do it too for a check. Her phase at the reunion don't magically happen randomly when she had no beefs with those girls throughout the season. I would not be surprised if the reason why Summer is coming out and feeling, well, I mean, we know Summer likes to talk a lot. So, like, Summer don't even need a reason. But if it were to come out that Summer saw something that Tesehki said about her, like, or she's watching back, like, I don't recall. See, now I'm going to pay attention to what Tesehki has said about Summer on the show. Because that'd be another part of it that the girls don't take into account. Like, and that'd be the thing with Baddies, because reality shows that's not Baddies, like Real Housewives of Atlanta, they talk about it all the time. It's what you said during the season, then it's what you said in confessionals, then it's reunion, and you're watching all of that back, so you have different reactions at different points in time. So it's like, whereas Summer may not have had an issue with Tesehki at all during the season, now I'm watching the show and I'm realizing Tesehki popping all of this shit about me. And you know what? Bad Girls Club used to highlight that a lot, but Baddies doesn't. And it's because Baddies doesn't focus on the storyline. But Bad Girls Club used to highlight that a lot. Like if you was a confessional gangster, they would bring that up. So I don't know. Maybe Summer is just sitting there talking, just, you know, just intrusive thoughts coming to her mind. Because obviously at this point, that's what Summer's known for. She's known for her intrusive thoughts. Or maybe Summer saw something in a recent episode and realized Tesehki might not like me like that. Or I don't really like what Tesehki said right here. So now I'm about to clock her tea real quick. And it could be nothing by it. It could be shady, or it could just be, girl, let me clock her tea real quick, just to be a little petty, a little messy for a second, because she clocked my tea during that episode. Okay. Who knows? Okay, but that's the host's job to then be following along all of these tea pages and these blog posts and the episodes, so that when it comes time for the reunion, it can make sense for the audience, because everybody that's watching Baddies is not tuned into the blogs. They're not tuned into every live that Summer does. They're not tuned in seeing these interviews that Tesehki's on where she's passive aggressively throwing digs, or they're not tuned into a live seeing that Diamond is on live talking about how, you know, she feel like this person don't like her and here's the proof. So that's where the host job comes into play, because it's their job to make it make sense for the audience. And it can't just be, oh, y'all know Summer's mouth. Summer's mouth has now got her into trouble with Tesehki, because that's exactly what I see it being. I see that being the storyline. I see that, like, that's clearly where it's going now, where all of these girls picking on her. And so it's just, hell, you could even say that production was setting it up that way from the beginning. As soon as they saw that Summer was willing to fight 3 girls in one day, oh, girl, you crazy. So you might be crazy enough to go against Tesehki. Okay, cool. So yeah, Natalie, set some shit up, pick a random girl. Oh, Tinkerbella, okay, yeah. Okay, because by the end of the season, by the reunion, we're going to make it somehow, some way. We're going to have Summer versus Tesehki. I would not be surprised. Mark my words, I would not be surprised. You see the girl that is the crash out, that don't give a fuck? By this point, we could be 3 for 3. We know that Tesehki ain't doing shit during the season, because she ain't did shit all season during Baddies East. She ain't do shit all season during Baddies Caribbean. But guess what? We want them numbers for reunions, right? People used to complain about the reunions all up until Baddies East, right? People complained about Baddies ATL reunion, Baddies West reunion, Baddies South reunion, right? Talked about how unorganized it was and how it was so much chaos and nothing got solved, and the fights wasn't hitting like that. Reunions ain't start hitting until Baddies East. Tesehki was a huge part of that, because she was used as a promotion. So I would not be surprised if production is looking at it like, we only keep bringing Tesehki back because even though we know she's not going to do shit during the season, she's going to make our reunion successful. And anybody that knows reality TV knows that the most popular episodes of every season is the first episode, the finale, and the reunions. You ain't even got to look at numbers. Those are the most important, because not everybody has time to watch Baddies week to week, but they do have time to watch the reunions, because the reunions are a recap of the season. And the reunions is where shit usually pops off, and it's usually the big climax, the big ending to everything, right? And so if you know you have this cash cow, that is the reason that a lot of people tune in for the reunion, because so far we 2 for 2 now. It's like, oh, who Tesehki about to fight at the reunion? What's the fight we gonna hype up now? Baddies East, we hyped up Tesehki versus ET. Baddies Caribbean, we hyped up Tesehki versus ZTB. Don't be surprised if this season now it's Tesehki versus Summer. And again, that could have been a plan from the start, because it's a producer's job to look at your cast and stereotype them. Well, not stereotype, but prototype. But you're supposed to assess their personality and then build a story up off of that. And it's been made very clear since episode 1 that Summer is the crash out / punching bag. Telling you, don't be surprised if it now all of a sudden that's who Tesehki's fight, because Tesehki is going to fight somebody at the reunion. She is going to fight somebody at the reunion, unless she don't show. She is going to have to fight somebody at the reunion if she wants to come back. If she don't fight nobody at the reunion, she's not coming back. That's if the production is any good, like I'm predicting. But they're gonna want them numbers for the reunion. So I wouldn't be surprised if Tesehki is sitting down with production right now, or Tesehki is sitting back in her own mind, like, okay, which one of these girls I'm gonna fight at the reunion? so I could get a bigger bag and I could get my raise for next season and get my letter back. Is it going to be summer? Okay, because if it's going to be summer, I got to play this right. Because obviously me and Summer, we got the big height difference, right? And that's like me fighting Ahna. So I can't just outright go after her, right? Because then people going to say, oh, I'm a bully, right? So how can I go about this? Well, Summer's a crash out. Summer likes to talk a lot, okay? I know I said a couple of things during the season in my confessionals that might, or no, I'm still filming confessionals. I don't know if they're still filming confessionals, but usually like with Housewives of Atlanta, they still be filming confessionals as the season goes. I don't know if they're still filming confessionals. I don't know. But like if you're trying to like produce this, it's like Tesehki, okay? Tesehki, her mom said it's the reunion. I gotta make this big. I gotta have a target. Okay, well, if I'm still filming confessionals and I'm Tesehki, let me start to say some shit about some and none other in the confessionals. So by the time it air, boom, problems are started. Or like, let me figure out a passive aggressive way. Let me figure out a way that I can make her the target because I can't outright come for her because then everybody gonna say I'm a bully. They're gonna say I'm going in on her for no reason. But someone's a crash out. I know her mouth to do it for her at some point. So let me do this interview over here. And the whole purpose of the interview is not to talk about Summer, but at some point they might ask about Summer, and that'll be the perfect opportunity for me to be like, well, she's weird. She's a crash out. And knowing Summer in her mouth and her being a crash out, she'll want to fight. Something. But see, that's how these motherfuckers be working. Like, they be real strategic with it. Real strategic, which is exactly why I don't feel like they need to keep being brought back. It's exactly why Real Housewives of Atlanta started getting stale. Because once bitches know the formula, once they know the game and the game of reality TV, they started playing us in the audience. They started playing everybody. Started playing the producers. They start becoming the producers, trying to produce the storylines. And that's sort of what Tesehki was getting at. Like, they're doing the producer's job to secure their check. Like, she literally just said that. So if you think that Tesehki is not looking at what her closest ally is doing, if you think she's not looking at her and not doing it herself, birds of a feather. Like, you're not going to sit in my face and tell me that Tesehki just watching Ahna do it, but Tesehki at some point hasn't done it for herself, or Tesehki isn't planning to do it at some point during the rest of this season. You're not going to sit and tell me that. If Tesehki is smart enough to understand the need for girls to produce, like, I don't give a fuck what she's saying online. Oh, I'm reality helping. That's what they all say. But when it comes to that check, where else you going to get paid that much amount of money to sit and argue with bitches? Like Candy Coated House said, okay? Candy Coated, child, that ain't even her name. Like Candy Tucker said, okay? Miss Candy Barrett said, where the hell else am I going to get paid this amount of money to sit and argue with bitches? Like, of course I love Real Housewives of Atlanta. And it's the same shit with Baddies. Where else you going to get paid to argue and fight with bitches? So it's like, part of me is like, I hate that it's scripted and staged and certain things, but like, I mean, I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. I get why they do it, but I don't like it at all. Let it be natural. Let it be natural. And if it's not natural, then that's on casting. Y'all just picked a whack-ass cast. I get doing it out of survival, but you just picked a whack-ass cast. But I'm telling you, do not be surprised if some stuff happens with Tesehki. Okay? And do not be surprised if it's Tesehki versus Summer. Do not be surprised. Do not be surprised. Because she can't just outwardly, like, she has to let, like, if it's going to be a Tesehki versus Summer, she has to let Summer lead and let Summer crash out, so that it could be that mouth of yours, that mouth of yours, that mouth of yours got you in trouble. Same way she did with DTB. Same way she did with ET. Don't believe me, just watch. So let me know what y'all thought about all of that down in the comment box below, child. As if I give a fuck. I just combined like 3-4 videos in one because they were going to be separate topics, but yeah. I need to think about what I want to eat for dinner. I have no idea what I want to eat for dinner, but you know what I did eat on? Okay, I ate with this video. Y'all need to go watch it. Tea Time, like I said, it's hilarious. One of y'all trifling asses emailed me and sent in a story. And yeah, we told the story on that video and I gave my commentary. And it's cute. It's cute. I would like to do tea times weekly. So please, if you have a story to tell, literally it could be about anything. It could be about friendships, relationships, family, work, anything, literally anything. Just make it long, juicy, detailed. And if you have receipts, like if you have pictures, videos, anything, send that in as well. Voice notes, I don't care. Send it to me so we can get these stories popping. Okay? Like I said, this is a story time and commentary channel. Okay, I know that it's been Baddies driven the last year, but the numbers aren't numbering, and no reason why I should be at 17,000 and maxing out at like 1,000 views. It's a lot of ghost followers, and it's not y'all. It's just the world of being a content creator in a world of YouTube, and it's just the way that it works when it comes to content creating. Okay, when things don't work, it's time to switch it up. Okay. And then, you know, that on top of the show not really being good, it's just time to incorporate new stuff. Okay, so if you love my old story times and my old tea times, like I said, those are coming back. Classic story times are coming back. Classic tea times are coming back. I just posted that tea time. TikTok roulette is not going anywhere at all. I plan to try to do that as often as I can, if not every night. And yeah, this is a commentary channel where I do reviews and recaps and talk about hot topics. But even if I'm not telling my own story, I want to be able to comment and give commentary on other people's stories. So that's where tea times are going to come into play. Stories times from TikToks that we watch together, Reddit stories, am I the asshole, Twitter stories, 6 brown chicks, all of the above. So just look at this channel from now on as a storytime commentary channel. Okay, so I hope that y'all enjoyed this. Let me know what you thought about all of that down in the comments below. As if I give a fuck, and definitely make sure that you stream my music as if you give a fuck. And I'll see y'all hoes in the next one. Patreon.com/Santana. Okay, watch the shows with me, bitch. It's only 11:11. Stop being cheap. I know you got 11:11. Girl, okay, and DM me if you want to book a read-in. They are still half off. Take advantage, okay? It's not 300, it's 150, half off. Take advantage. Slide in my DMs on Instagram. I'll see you in the next one.
Universal bad bitch, everybody language, everybody knows she the mud bad bad. Universal bad bitch, everybody language, everybody knows she the mud bad bad. Universal bad bitch, everybody language, everybody knows she the mud bad bad. Universal bad bitch, everybody language, everybody knows she the mud bad bad. Fuck it up, love it how they cutting up. Now these niggas slowing up, but wasn't when I'm coming up. Fuck it up, love it how they cutting up. Now these niggas slowing up, but wasn't when I'm coming up.